What does it mean to you to be an investor agent?
Yeah. So the way that I define being an investor agent is that I work with investors. I invest, and then I also help real estate agents learn how to work with investors as well. I think the interesting thing is, especially within our capacity, an investor agent can be a licensed like real estate agent that is actively working with investors, and it can also be a licensed investor. So an investor that is using the real estate license as a tool for their real estate investing business, like very similar to how I look at you and Brant, and a lot of investors that are just using their license as a tool for their business. And then an investor agent more so will use it as an opportunity to create additional income by transacting and doing deals.
Yeah, I love that. And I've been talking with, like, most real estate agents want to invest. They either say they don't know how or they don't have any money, which really is a I don't know how question. And when you learn that, it's another tool that you can use for yourself. You should, but you can also use to provide more value to your clients, and you've done that really well. Like, but what inspired you to even become an investor agent? We're like, well, why not just stick to the traditional side of the business, the traditional retail side?
Yeah. The short story is an investment group offered to pay for my license.
There you go.
So my background, I got into wholesaling. My wife and I started on our own, and then, a little bit of a longer story, but I did that. But my background is in sales and business development. So I got more into the acquisition side. So I went to go work with a couple top real estate investing companies in town. And that's kind of how I got, everything started. And from there, there was a small mastermind group that was like, hey, we love what you do. We'd love to have you help us source deals for our mastermind group, and we'll pay for you to get licensed. And so I was like, well, I was open to that. I didn't see any downside when I thought about it, because one of the big myths in the investment community is that having your real estate license will restrict what you're able to do in the investing business. And when I got into the business 9 years ago, that's everything that they said. They're like, oh, you don't want to get licensed because you won't be able to operate as a real estate investor, which I've come to find is absolutely not true. And in fact, the opposite is true, that I believe it creates an exponential opportunity to make money in the business by getting licensed. And for anybody that's a new real estate investor or looking to get into the business, especially on the investment side, I encourage everybody to go get licensed. Like, if I would have got licensed when I started my real estate journey 9 years ago, I believe everything would look radically different.
Yeah, 100%. It's like, if you're having a license isn't required for success as an investor. However, if you want to be, and quotes from Mr. Eddie Gain himself, what does he know after flipping thousands of houses? If you want to be a professional in this business, like, make it official. Like, go get licensed. It can, if you're going to be in this business for a long period of time, like, it can only help you. So that's why I got it. Seems like that's pretty much the path you followed too.
Yeah, and I think the important thing for me is I just follow and duplicate what the successful people are doing. Like, people that I see in the marketplace that have created the result, just like yourself, Brant, Eddie. Even one of the top investors that I work with in town, he was licensed. He had his brokerage license. They were all investors, and they were all licensed. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to do what the best in the business do, what the most successful are doing, why would I not do that?